Okay, are we live? Okay. Looks like everything's working better now. Doesn't look like anything's breaking. Thank goodness. Okay, cool. We made it. Great. Better put this over here. And now I wait for people to arrive again. It's really unfortunate. We were doing so well. But at least now everything is working. I don't think it's going to crash again. I should have checked before I went live the first time, but what can you do? You believe the technology is going to work, and it never really does. Someone's really liked the stream, so I really appreciate that. Ah, Animamus. Now I can say hello to you properly, because now everything's working. Hello, Animamus. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Ah, Ty. And yes, Random, it's working now. It just takes restarting the streaming software, because for whatever reason, the streaming software just gets really fidgety. Hey, Sar. And then we end up in this situation. Okay, so I'm on the leak channel, and yeah, everything's working. White Despair. So now we can chat, and hopefully Skelly shows up as well. But now we can easily chat, and we can have a nice time. So White Despair, yeah, you're the one I've been thinking about all day. Ty, wait, Ty's here. Wait, 1 second. I've been thinking about Ty today too. Ty, the only reason I was thinking about you is because I watched the end of Marvel What's If, and I just wanted to say, like, I thought it was funny how Killmonger was ultimately used. So I just wanted to talk to you about that. That's all. Yeah, no, I enjoyed what I saw by the end of it. Finest Assassin opening is amazing. I think so too. I thought it was pretty stylish. I don't think it's impressive with the animation, but I think it's stylish. So, you know, it's one of those things where the style overwhelms the actual visuals that you're seeing. Hey, Kayla. So, White Despair, we do need to sort this out and get on the same page. So, I think I am largely agreed with you, but I think I use my words a little bit too loosely, which, you know, I think I'm a little bit better when I'm typing than I am speaking. So, with All For One, I agree with you that All For One has like a singular... Like, I agree with you that All For One's plans revolve around Shigaraki. In my mind, in my ideal world, All For One needs Shigaraki to have autonomy because he needs to use the hate factory. Now, in terms of the contingencies, I think I don't have like insane ideas about the contingencies, but let's talk about and I'll give you my verdict in a second, man. Let's just like clear up how I think about this. When it comes to, let's say, Lady Nagant, White Despair, do you think All For One only planned for Lady Nagant to betray him, or do you think he had a plan for if Lady Nagant actually did everything the way she said she would? I guess that's like the first thing I want to confirm. So just let me know what you think about that. And then we can just kind of hash that out and be on the same page. Anyway, I'm just going to read everyone else in the meantime. White Despair. I've been rethinking pulling for Child, as I'm not sure if I'll have the resources to pull for Hu Tao if I do. I'll do a couple pulls to get Star Glitter, but going all the way is questionable. Yeah, Viz, like, I'm kind of tempted to go for Hu Tao again, but I really want Yai. And today there were leaks about Ito's design, so I'm kind of thinking I want Ito now as well. I saw his abs, and I'm thinking, like, I need this guy. Ah, Skell, here you are. So that's what I'm kind of thinking there. I think right now the only character that I might actually ever pull again for it might be Zhao, just because I want that C1 on Zhao, because I think that would change my game plan with him. Pokemon and Universal Studios Japan made a partnership. Oh, nice. That's gonna be cool. Trip, if you were forced in a deathmatch and had to choose between Guts and Kratos, who would you choose? Kratos. Why would you pick Guts? You pick Kratos. Guts is a human. That's the entire point of Berserk. You pick Kratos. On Midnight Mass, so I think Bev was amazing. I think that character was just done so well. I have no real issues with Bev. So yeah, I think Bev made me feel like, alright, I'm really happy that this happened to you. I hate you so much. But and I will say, like, the religious dogmatism a lot of times made me feel really uncomfortable, mostly because I'm thinking like, yeah, man, this is where religion gets uncomfortable. It's when people are blinded by it. So I think they did really well in bringing that level of religious discomfort. You know, like when you hear a zealot talk, it's uncomfortable. It's never a fun time to hear a zealot talk. So I really appreciated it. I thought it was really good. Now, towards the final episodes, you know, they are kind of a downer. I kind of wished more people survived. The fervor, you know, I feel like like maybe the last episode or maybe the last two episodes just kind of got away from me. Um, I felt like they were a lot more busy, probably. Pretty much after Riley dies, it just kind of. It's okay. People won't remember that. I just kind of. I wasn't as captivated by it. It's just a little bit too much of a downer for me. But before then, pretty good, and there were still really good moments. I think when it comes down to like characters I was rooting for, I ended up really liking the sheriff. I thought he was pretty cool, and I liked the ending that he and his son got, even though it was that kind of ending. But I actually really ended up enjoying him. And man, like when he was going up against Bev and like talking to her about like the way that he views Islam, I was just thinking like, yo, this woman actually is so self-righteous. Like, oh my god, like way to go to like. It was such a small line, but that girl, whoever wrote the lines really just had her ride it. It was ridiculously good. I do think Bev is probably like the masterpiece coming out of that, just because of how bad she was and how much it made sense. It was very visceral. Sarge said I was so confused during that whole episode until the end for the Assassin anime. Yeah, Sarge, you should be. I looked at that episode and I have a lot of notes. Like, it's funny. I have a lot of notes, but I really don't. Because the Assassin anime doesn't really tell you a lot. It's actually funny. The Assassin anime, what they did was, it's pretty easy to decipher it. One, they showed you what the kid's going to be doing in the isekai world, showing his character and showing off the girls. The reason that they're doing that is probably because it's going to take a while for it actually to speed up and get to the point where you have the girls actually doing stuff like that. It's going to take a while. So that's why they did the cold open the way they did for the Assassin anime. But then when you get into the origins of the Assassin, it's a waste of time. If you look at the origins of the Assassin and you were to break that down into key points, the origins of the Assassin are largely unnecessary. And in this way, in this particular episode, it's a giant circle jerk. All the episode is trying to do, when you're looking at the origins, all the origins are trying to do is say, yo, look at my character. He is so badass and cool. They tried to kill him so many times, and this is how much effort people had to go through to kill him. The origins is there to like show you like the guy's character. That's why you have that big moment where he's trying to teach the girl how to be an assassin, which really is just him saying be paranoid. And then everything else, like the drone strike, sleeping outside, and then again being shot down out of the plane, and him saying that this is a wonderful coffin. It's all just giant setup. It's just a big goal circle jerk just to say this guy's amazing. And if you look at the dialogue with the goddess, you see it there too, because the goddess is like saying like, oh, you are so very amazing, Mr. Assassin. It's the biggest circle jerk that you've ever seen. And narratively, it's really redundant because the sequence at the beginning, it's showing you how he does things. It's showing you his capabilities and his characterization. You already have his characterization in the isekai scene. When you go back and you go into his origin scene, it's like you're just telling me the same character over and over and over again. So it's largely a vapid episode. It's really stylish though. It is extremely stylish, but it's vapid. There's not many big points here. And the other like big issue is that because you're dealing with an isekai, there's not that much stuff from the origins that's actually going to matter, aside from his characterization and maybe him wondering why people wanted to kill him. And honestly, it's pretty obvious why they wanted to kill him. It's because he's too good. Because that's what it's going to be when it comes down to isekai. Isekais usually end up on something being too good. So, with the Assassin anime, I think really vapid for what Is that a word? I think it is. Anyway, it's really it's just a lot of fluff, just to circle jerk you into thinking that this guy's amazing. It's a waste of time. There's not that many points that you take away from the episode, aside from it looks pretty, that you can actually look toward in the future. And again, the tactic of showing the isekai scene at the beginning, that's because they want to get people excited about what these characters are going to do. It's going to take a while to get there. It depends on how they want to implement the adaptation as well. But that's the Isekai Assassin anime. Probably, like, it's the prettiest, it's the most stylish isekai that I've seen so far. But God, like, I only have, for the isekai episodes, because this is like the field, or like this is the genre that I specialize in. For most isekai episodes, I will end up with about 20 points. For the Assassin isekai, which is technically still a good isekai, I end up with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like small notes. The only other anime that's given me like maybe a handful of notes has been Sunrise's mecha anime, Kyo Senki, I think it's called. But yeah, no, this is an episode for people who want the adrenaline. It's not an episode that's actually good in any fundamental way. And if anything, like already I'm seeing that the anime staff doesn't feel confident in the material that they have because of the way they started off the anime. Anyway, that's my more direct review. Like when I put up my proper review video, I'm gonna make it sound a little bit better, just because I don't want to get people too annoyed. But yeah, right now style over substance. So do you think we'll get how Dabi survived the fire when he was fighting Endeavor and Shoto, or when we see the villain again and Dabi have a flashback on what happened before the fight with his family? I think we have to get that. I think that's going to be an important thing. It's probably one of the points that the guy's thinking of. The fact that Shoto gets so much attention. Look, going into the finale here, right now, Shoto and Izuku are the ones with significant versus villain rhetoric. Like, I have no idea what Bakugo is going to be doing if it's not supporting Izuku. Also, the previous episode where the Watcher fought Ultron was something else. Multiverse level fighters are crazy, yes. Gut seems like he might eat you after he kills you. I do think that he only planned for Nagant to bear. Even if Nagant ready, she couldn't have done anything. She didn't know where to bring Izuku, and she had the wrong time frame. No, she didn't know what to bring Izuku, because she told Izuku where to go. Oh, she only planned for Nagant to betray him. Okay. Well, that's interesting, White Despair, because I thought that he could have had at least 2 separate ideas. If Nagant, she would have just brought him to this, which would have just blown up. So you don't think that All For One would have had like a conditional thing if Nagant actually brought him there? Because like now it's like that makes all that I think that makes All For One worse, because it's like that was a lucky guess, man. You made a really lucky guess. Okay, Trip, did you get a chance to read Robin? No, not yet, Scale. I have it like lined up, but I haven't read it yet. Genshin really messing with me. The 2 kois hardly show up when I wanted to buy the catch, but now that I already have it, they're coming out of the woodworks left and right. Oh, nice, random. You would fight Kratos from God. Are you mad? Kratos is number 1 on my list of people not to... Oh, wait, I thought it was between Guts and Kratos. Sorry, I misread that, Ty. I thought it was between those 2. Who do you think would win? Actually, you know what? I have no problem going down to a God of War. Actually, if I go up against a God of War, I think if I survive 5 seconds, I think that actually says a lot of good things about me, man. Even if it's just running away with tears in my eyes, I think that'd be a good thing about me. Oh, Gohan, you finished watching them. Yeah. Gohan, what did you think about episode 11? Because that's the one that the anime onlys were talking a lot about. Nagant's timeline was before 2 months, though. Tact OP Destiny is amazing. Oh, I know which one you're talking about, Mr. Steel Girl. Let's use the fact that the villains were at the sea appears to assume that upon seeing Nagant betray, All For One evacuated and managed and rigged it to explode all before the heroes got there. However, this would be a lot for him to do, and presumably a short amount of time, since I doubt the heroes waited at all upon learning where the villains were supposedly hiding. Well, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough to actually know how much All For One can do in small amounts of time. Did you see the music anime? The animation was top-notch, but that usually worries me since the stories tend to be bad by the end. Yeah, I was looking at that. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna compromise on its own. It's gonna compromise on the weight of its premise. I think I haven't seen it yet, but I saw the opening. I think it's more flashy. Sorry said I find it funny how he spent all the time talking about not trusting people, but he trusted the higher ups. Oh yeah. Like I said, man, I do think it's style versus substance right now. So you'll have to see, like, that's why I found the whole paranoid talk just ridiculous. Like, again, it's a circle jerk, right? Because the author just wants you to see, like, oh my god, look how amazing my character is. Look how he can talk about the way you have to hold a gun, blah blah blah. Oh, look how edgy he is, right? Like, it's one of those, it has a little bit of an edge factor to it. Mind you, when I read the manga, I thought the manga was quite alright, but the anime made it really look stupid. It depends on the mechanisms that trigger the recording of All For One talking to Izuku specifically. I think it's more likely All For One just planning on Nagant betraying him and didn't actually have other plans with her. But that's such a waste of time. No, like, White Despair, like, so what is the ultimate purpose? To just ultimately blow up Nagant in front of Izuku? Like, that's such a waste of time. No, man, like, for All For One's sake, I really hope he wasn't that kind of idiot. I mean, we talked about this before, like, he wants to break Izuku's soul, but, like, I think you even brought up, like, the many better ways of doing this. Also, the self-awareness during the goddess scene made me cringe down my spine. Bev is an amazing character, and the entire plot falls apart without, and the scary thing is she's a pretty real type person. It's a solid show, glad you enjoyed it. Oh, yeah, no, like, honestly, I think towards the end, it just kind of falls up, like, for me, you know, I wanted something a little bit nicer. But, again, I felt so uncomfortable with the religious talk because it's like, yeah, this is religious dogmatism. I think that is like masterclass. So I completely agree with you on this whole situation with Bev. And I loved how often people called her out, man. It was amazing. Is the spoilers today or tomorrow? Poison, I'm looking at the spoiler. Well, I'm looking at where the spoilers usually come out. So we'll keep an eye on that. And if the spoilers come out while I'm talking, the guys will let me know as well. I do think it's coming today. Oh, 1 second. I just realized that I have the audio routed to another direction here. 1 second. Just realized that the audio is routed to a different spot than usual. So, actually, let me see if I can figure this out without having to switch too many things here. So, yeah, no desktop audio is coming through. Okay. Actually, that would be Elgato audio. Is the Elgato audio coming through? Yep, no Elgato audio. 1 second, guys. And I'll keep reading your comments here. Let me just move Windows out of the way so I can see what you guys are saying. I thought it was interesting that they cut down the battle at the end of Moonlight. They completely skipped the other stuff that was going on in that battle. Actually, yeah, Gohan, you'd be the best person to ask. I found that episode 12 was very strange because it seemed to me like in episode 12 they just skipped a lot of stuff. So there was a lot of stuff that they ended up skipping for that thing you're saying, right? Was that a different volume than what the content for episode 11, or was that in the same volume as episode 11 content? Do you know? I haven't read the light novel again, so I'm not too sure. Okay, let me see. Did I fix it? Nope, still didn't fix it. Do. 1 second, guys. Gotta just see if I can figure out where this is going. Oh, hey Miguel. And let's see, trying to see where I am in the messages here. Okay, won't be able to fix that audio problem. It'll just have to last. Let's see. Also, I like how people are already compare Banish to Drugstore in Another World from last, just because both animes has the MC living at a drugstore. Well, I think drugstore is a little bit of a trend when you're doing slow life. All For One has a lot of lucky guesses. As far as we know, it's pure miracle and science that he didn't die when All Might destroyed his head. He's in control of Shigaraki because of a hand that miraculously survived the destruction of Deika. His dream hasn't died solely because Shigaraki had the willpower to come back from the dead. That's true. That's true. Like, again, like that final point I think is really good. How are your pulls going, Arknight? I haven't really pulled, man. I haven't really pulled. Let's see. Let's see. I've seen all 9 episodes of Star Wars Vision, and the ones you should see is 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Oh, yeah, no, Ty. Skelly and I started on those. I think we're like at episode 5, maybe. I understand. Let's see. The ultimate purpose is to be an evil demon lord like the comic book he read. Is sending the gaunt just so you can blow her up evil? Yes, therefore All For One would do it. Doesn't matter if it's a waste of time. But it's so stupid! Black Clover spoilers came out. I'm baffled at what happened. It makes sense, but I'm still shocked about the big event that occurred. Oh, I'll check those out. They cut the heroes fighting the other 2 people. Oh, okay, gotcha, Gohan. Also, I'm now checking 4chan to see if we get any early spoilers on 4chan. I see that it changed to My Hero Academia 329 leaks. Oh, did Horikoshi say that the giant fox lady or the giant mutant lady is the cutest girl here so far? Okay, sorry. I'm just looking at something here. Top best-selling manga series. Okay, there's a few cool ones, I guess. Anyway, Hero Academia. Are there any leaks for Hero Academia? No, there are no leaks for Hero Academia over on Thingamajig on 4chan. No, like, okay, what is fair? Like, honestly, with All For One, I feel like it's going to be a situation where if Shigaraki says, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, All For One's just going to take him over. So, I guess the next big question to ask White Despair is, damn it, White Despair, you made me lose it. Dang it, White Despair. God damn it, man. What was the big question I was going to ask you, man? Oh, yeah, okay. How do you interpret... Oh, what's this? How do you interpret All For One saying that this is the story of how he became the biggest Demon King, or like the Demon King? What do you make of him wanting to become the Demon King? I guess that's what I want to ask next. Okay, let me just get this going. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Let's see. I was confused that they cut all that out for episode 12. All For One is definition of wasting time. People are hoping they show them in season 2. Oh, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't like the 2 heroes summon. It's why I thought it was funny, because apparently the anime studio didn't care about them either. You know, now have a Spade Grimoire. Oh, okay. The 2 heroes as let's just say that. Also, the manga I mentioned the other night has summon heroes as well. I got Silver Ash on my first pull. Is that a good one? Gohan, there is a certain hero out of the 2 that I just don't like. Let's see. Also, the fight with MC. What did you think of the visions so far, especially about the first Trigger episode? Skelly and I were making fun of that episode. It was just like, Skelly was rooting for the girl to win, and I was just thinking like, oh, they just wanted to copy that one scene out of The Last Jedi. Let's see. Yep, and she's a teal color. If I was in Moonlight, I start breaking people's limb. If they piss me off because Moonlight World got low gravity than Earth. Fair enough, John. Not only is she stronger than the male one, she literally throws that weight around. Let's see. I can understand why you hate the male hero in Moonlight Fantasy. Princess is trash as well. My current theory is All For One is putting on an act in order to fool the heroes and help Shigaraki on his final step to being independent and full of fate. I know the series doesn't... Well, no, I mean, like, All For One is an enigma. Like, I still... Well, I think, for sure, All For One is 100% fixated on... Skelly, should I level these people up? It's alright, never mind. I'm just going to do it anyway. I do 100% think that All For One is legitimately fixated on his brother. That's one thing that I am absolutely sure of. I think All For One is fixated on his brother, and I think that he's going to make a lot of mistakes when it comes down to securing his brother. Ultimately, he just wants his brother to be with him, and Shigaraki's the tool by which that will happen. Oh, someone wanted her shot through the mouth. Oh my gosh. So do you think we'll get how Dobby survived the fire when fighting Endeavor and Shoto, or we see the villain? Oh, no, Chris, I think I answered this earlier. Yeah, no, I think we're going to see Dobby... we're going to see how Dobby survived the fire. It's probably going to be said, like, during the fight. Or maybe we'll have him thinking about it before we actually go into the fight. Probably something like that. It's just like, that's such a critical plot point that I think we're getting it. I didn't start leveling up to like 0-7. Oh shoot, I'm in 0-11. Okay, gotcha, man. Okay, so I'm looking at the Black Clover spoilers. All right, man, it rocks to be it's just amazing to be loved by Mana. What a guy. Anyway, let's see. I think it makes more than intended to have a copy of his consciousness take over Shigaraki. Yeah, no, for me, like I said again, I think if Shigaraki doesn't behave the way he should, I think All For One's 100% going to take over. I still think MC with the Satisfied Powers manga will get an anime at some point, maybe because they had similar stuff to Moonlight Fantasy. What about episode 1 of Visions? The style reminded me of Afro Samurai. Yeah, both Skelly and I really liked that one. Like, that one was a treat to watch. So that one was pretty cool. Let's see. And yeah, I am at I got to the bottom of the spoilers. Man, I wish that the Elgato was working properly, but it's not. Yeah, I can't get it to work. Wait, I'm thinking. How can I route the audio through? No, the audio should be routed through. I wonder why it's not going through. Anyway. I hope it's something that shakes him to his very core. Okay, cool. Anyway, we're being shot at in this game right now. As far as I understand it, this guy's just trying to shoot me with a sniper rifle. And you know, kids are always kind of creepy. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. And oh, the White Despair had asked for any last minute predictions. For the chapter, I really... It looks like we're doing setup, but I hope we find out what's going on with the villains. I think there's a in saying that All For One just wants his brother, and that All For One doesn't get to be with... A copy of his consciousness does, while he himself gets nothing. Well, I mean, like, it's pretty clear. All For One wants one for all. Like, it looks to me like some iteration of him wants to get one for all. I mean, I don't think he wants one for all for Shigaraki's sake. That looks to me a lot more like All For One wants it for his own sake. Alright, let's see. Enemy knows. So there's like 3 spots here, right? Who do I put out here? Yeah, okay. That looks like a good plan, right, Skell? Oh god, Skell. Skell, this is a horrible plan. What? This was a horrible plan. I'm being no, never mind. Skell, this is a great plan. I told you. I think we're doing great. But let's see. He wants one for all. However, he doesn't get one. A copy of his conscience does, while he himself gets nothing. I mean, at this point, I think, look, if we're gonna go with your idea, White Despair, at this point, I think he's made his peace with that, or he has a bigger plan of eventually fully forming inside of Shigaraki, therefore being together with his little brother forever. Makoto's so generic. Yeah, he's got a few qualities, but his qualities aren't too hard to. I mean, to be fair, Makoto is from 2012. He's back from the era of Shield Hero. Like, Tsukimichi is an old story from what I recall. I think that's the case. I don't know if Gohan knows the information about when the web novel was first made, but yeah, Makoto's just a kid with problems who doesn't really know how to deal with his antisocial personality disorder. A vanguard. Are the vanguards these guys? I think they must be these guys. Oh, oops. That is my fault. What does she do? Let's see. Moonlight Fantasy McCall. Let's see. My prediction is Stars and Stripes does a superhero landing in epic fashion at the end of the chapter. Thing I could do without is the backstory on his parents. I know, Gohan. I know. I did it! Woohoo! I let a bunch of them get through. Yeah, she's cheap and her ability gains you see. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was a. I didn't know. I didn't know. To be fair, Skelly, you weren't here, but I did skip out a lot of the tutorials. Just click on the unit, and it'll give you an overview on the character's stat and skills. Okay, personally, I can't really predict what will happen in the next chapter, since we see that where nobody can advance the plot. The heroes just searching for the villains without. Oh, you know what? How many chapters have we been in setup now? Oh, AN683, yeah. That's pretty much, that is the safest prediction, 100%. One second, let me check this here. Yeah, no, how many chapters have we been, like, when was the chapter when we finished, during which chapter did we actually see Izuku getting a bath? Was it 327? Okay, 327. Yeah, we're probably getting one more setup chapter. That's probably what's going to happen here. Because 326... What was 326? 326 was the conclusion to the All Might stuff. Oh, that... Oh, do you... No... Is 326 a setup chapter the way that... like a meandering chapter? I think maybe we get one more chapter of no plot. Like, maybe at the end we get, like, a little bit of plot development. Maybe at the end we get something like, alright, we know where these guys are at. And, thanks, guys. Thanks for the information. Yeah, 2 chapter, yeah. So I think one more chapter, rule of threes. Probably one more chapter of meandering setup. And Sky said, Vanguard characters are cheap and block better than melee units, but not as good as defenders. But they all have a skill that gives you C, so that you can play... You can... Okay. My prediction is that Spinner and All For One talking about Shigi, and Spinner hears something does not like, and then trying to save Shigi. Oh, that's... Chris, I feel like that's still a ways away. Any clues to go on? The students are just resting, and presumably the villains will just be sitting around doing nothing for the next 3 days. Yeah... Kenneth asks, what do you think the chances are that Star is related to Nana? Maybe that's why All Might is her master. Ooh, I gotta tell you, Kenneth, I did not even ever consider that. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd say she's related. I mean, if she is, that'll be pretty surprising. Goddess got mad because Makoto parent wanted to live somewhere else. That is true. No, but that is true. Like, John is right. The goddess is jealous. She doesn't understand why her children wanted to leave her. Like, she's a mother that doesn't understand. So if you have a full squad, you can use the Vanguard in the early parts of the map, then replace them when you get the C to play good units. Imagine if we get an All For One backstory. He was an outcast since... No, Ty, 100%. That's 100% what he was, and I agree, Gohan. Like, his parents, like 100%, are not in any which way respectable. They could have just lived out their lives in peace instead of having to jump to another world, but they didn't. Do you think we're going back to the UA kids this chapter? Kayla, I don't. I think we might see them, but I don't think it'll be anything meaningful. I think right now it's all about the. It's gonna be the pro heroes getting the information. I think. I do think this might be the chapter where we see like the members of the Liberation Army though meandering. Tap to enter this terminal. Okay. Resource skirmishes. So, this thing? Okay. Oh, okay. This is just for the power-up stuff. Alright. Yeah, alright. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. The fact they made a deal that sacrificed 1 to 3K should have been a sign. I especially like the music in episode 4 of Visions. Yeah, lightsabers sounds cool. I think somewhere in the 170 or 180. Do you think that All for One, the original All for One, could deviate from the plan and try to screw the other over, or do you think they're on the same wavelength? I want to think they're on like mostly the same wavelength. I don't think there'll be any big fights because I think that'd just be stupid. I really hope not. Just for the sake of my sanity, I hope not. Sure, pissed up, but thoughts on Sora getting to Smash? Oh, I love that. I thought that was great. So tactical drill. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, no, man, I thought that was great. It's just odd the original is still around. Well, don't worry, Ken. He'll eventually die, then he'll fully form inside Shigaraki. The full leader later, but I don't want to say mainly because it made my blood boil. And the fan wiki comment section on the subject, I met a lot of angry commenters. Well, yeah, man, because like it doesn't paint the mom in any good light. Like it makes the dad feel like either a chump or a saint, and then. So Skelly, what kind of unit is this one? I don't recognize the symbols just yet, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Anyway, the father's a chump, man. It's just like holy crap, man. Like, I don't know. The author wanted it to make it seem like it was the nicest thing in the world, but then it's like, yo, I feel bad for this guy, man. Like the mom is such a, oh my god, it's just so gross, man. Okay, I shouldn't say gross, but God, if there was a woman that was talking to me like that, I 100% wouldn't bother with her. Like, come on, fundamentals of a relationship. But then again, you know. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's gonna be mean. I was gonna make really bad comments, but that was gonna be mean. Let's see. Did you finish episode 5 of Vision called Ninth Jedi? A lot of people like that one. Think there should be a Ninth Jedi. Was Ninth Jedi like the one that was by Production IG? Was it that one? I do gotta say, I do just enjoy blasting everything. Oh, it's the support. Okay, gotcha. Oh, debuffs. Okay, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I like her design. Actually, looking at it, I like her design. It's cool. It's neat. I like it. If the actor was going to betray or screw over the Vesta, I presume it had to be a spontaneous decision so that the Vesta wouldn't see it coming. Yeah, I would have to think so as well. Gross's mom is Rhaego from Kill la Kill. I don't know, Ty. I kind of liked her. She was like, you know, she was like the dangerous kind of alluring. Like, if there was a lady like that in real life, I don't know, man. I don't know. Pray for me. Pray for me. That's all I can really say. I think there's worse moms though. I think like especially with the isekais are able to create much worse mothers. Like Gohan knows. Gohan knows how bad some of the isekais can get about this kind of stuff. So the first episode of Far, I like the 3 undead taking care of the MC. Oh, I haven't. Is it out? Is the first episode of Faraway Paladin out? I haven't seen it yet. Like today, I watched Isekai Assassin, and The Banished Hero. I actually really like The Banished Hero. I went and I read the manga as well. I do think the manga is a little bit hard to follow just because the translation isn't great, but you know, what can you do? Do. So all tentacles attack and defense. Can use summons in battle. Alright, yeah, that's cool. Ah, D-Killer, no man, no spoilers just yet. Oh, these are my summons. Oh wow, that's what that is. Oh Skelly, look, I have summons. Oh, this is exciting. I'm having the best time. Oh, Animamus says Trip's affinity to Ada woman. We don't... Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, we all know what I'm about. This has always been the case. I've seen a lot of horrible trash families isekai. There's so many, it's hard to rank them all. Yup. You and me have some of the same taste strip. Rager and Lusamin just give out those vibes. You get it. You get it. You 100% get it. Like, it's a danger. Like, people like Lusamin and Kill la Kill Mom, they're not a danger because of the things they do. They're a danger because I'll let them too close. I wonder where this was instilled in me. It definitely wasn't from anime. Oh, oops. Better put this guy here. Yes. Death. This is what death looks like. Man, I really thought that was where I like Asahana from Sekiro. Oh, that's another good one, Gohan. That's a very good one. Yup. I approve, Gohan. Oh, wow, we're going to be overwhelmed. Ah, it's okay. My guys are still level 1. They're doing great. Oh, wow, there's 52 of them left to go. Well, that might actually get us in trouble. Okay, well, this might actually be a little bit too much. What's her skill? Deals art. Can yeah, sure. Oof. Go for it. Not a flawless victory this time around. And no leaks yet, everyone. Let's see. I know the mom in Hana Ivano was hated for her walking on her daughter and then slowly thinking it's alright to walk into her life again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that one. Do you think we'll see Captain Celebrity in upcoming chapters of Hero Academia? That would be nice. I'd personally be very happy for it, but I don't know. Maybe not. Lusamin freeze in Pokemon, she liked, in my opinion, is pretty dangerous. Oh yeah, definitely. That is really dangerous. It's more dangerous that I'm gonna let her get close to my life. You know, she's gonna. It's more dangerous that I'm gonna see them and be like, well, that's kind of quirky. You know, I might just be like, okay, well, you're the boss lady. If you tell me to listen, I think I might end up listening. I'm so basic. Don't be like me, guys. I'm too basic, man. I'm too basic. I'm putty in a grown woman's hands. Everyone knows this about me. Let's see. Jitsu Ore is the name of the manga I just talked about, where MC's mother literally threw him away in the forest. Black Dynamite versus Paul from Mashoko Tensei. Don't know who Black Dynamite is. Pretty dark, sir. Episode 5 is done by IG. Wasn't my favorite. Episode 7 was my favorite. And what's funny, it's done by Trigger. Okay, cool. I guess the good part of Shigaraki being is the concert having less of a chance of happening. Sarge, you have no idea. Like, I'm actually very happy about that. I don't want those kids to like could come up with anything. Imagine having a concert when in some other part of the city, like a whole slew, like a shelter was attacked by another villain. Imagine having a concert when people have been skewered alive by a moonfish. It just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good. Oh, hey, Chris. I like that compliment. Thank you, Chris. Man, you know how to butter me up. Oh, here we go. Oh, also for anyone following Honkai, Honkai had some really nice trailers come out. I'm pretty excited. Medusa from Soul Eater was a messed up parrot, but man, I'll be her test subject. Nah, not me, Ty, not me. I did not like Medusa any which way whatsoever. So, too short, too short. Like the Arachne lady, the spider one though, that one was pretty cool. I liked her. But yeah, nah. Summon! Now let's see. Summon! I think we gotta put out the medic pretty quick here. So once we get medic out, I think. Okay, sure. Thoughts on redo of healer? I think it's an edge fest, man. I think redo of healer is like super edge, and I think redo of healer relies on, like, it's tricky. Redo of healer relies on the world being shitty enough to justify why the main character has to be shitty, and that's a really tough line to walk. Just because that gets really depressing, and there's a risk of creating apathy in the viewers. That said, I think redo of healer makes money, which allows the author to work on other things. Okay, let's see. Have I set up enough that I can afford to not pay attention anymore? No, I think I still have to pay attention. Let's see. So which of these four are we predicting will be the primary focus? Students, villains, pro heroes, international heroes. I think villains and pro heroes. I don't think we're gonna do Stars and Stripes introduction just yet. But actually, that's also very likely if you think about it. Oh, what's this? What is? Yeah, sure, do that. Oh wait, the tentacles are already dead. Damn it. Let's see. Okay, random trader figured out how I operate. That's great. I already answered that. Doesn't look good. Good thing we have the walls of UA to shield us from the horrors and the concert to avert our eyes from the cruel war-torn world. Yes, agreed. Fully and completely agreed. Good thing we at least have that. Someone's dead. So let's bring this person out. Okay, everyone's just getting through here. That's okay. Alright. Alright, great. That sushi is awake. Oh, great, great, great. There's better revenge stories than redo of Healer. Black Dynamite is Pimp XCIA Kung Fu Master. Oh, okay. Both the movie and the show are great. Sushi's awake. It isn't on the chapter, but Sushi made a post a minute ago about a poster. Okay. Also, Raven for Teen Titans got me into goth girls, especially that episode Slade shows up and ripping her clothes. Still wondering how that episode aired. Well, good to know. That's a pretty formative event there, Ty. Thanks for sharing. And now you have White Despair also wondering. I don't know, like they probably made it like they probably got through some kind of weird loophole. Maybe they argued it's a swimsuit or something like that. You mean Rogue with like the ridiculous hairdo from the 90s era? Oh, I didn't like that Rogue very much. I like Rogue from X-Men Evolutions. The hair was so much more under control. Just not a fan of that that voluminous hairdo in general. Okay, so everyone's just being nice. Everyone's just thanking. Just a wonderful time. Like it's just it's a nasty world here. I just want to keep shooting people. That's all I really want to do. Not Gohan likes the wild hair. Washu from Tenchi, best short stack ever. Oh, that's an oldie. That's an oldie, John. That's been a while. Okay, yes, let's keep going. Someone failed. That's Faust, Mephisto. Oh, that's cool. Faust and Mephisto. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, all right. If that's Faust, that means Faust has made a lot of deals with demons. Chapter title? Okay. So Twitter, right? Or I guess I could wait. I could just go and check Hero Academia 4chan. Let's see. Oh my god. 4chan's already in a den of debauchery. Okay, yeah, nothing there. Nothing in a den of debauchery that is 4chan. What you got against Medusa, Trip? She's blonde. That's what I have against her. Okay, so I'm on Atsushi's Twitter. I'm just trying to find... So it's on the backup then. Come on, Atsushi. Total Drama Island is amazing. Just want to make sure we're on the same page about that. Okay. The My Hero Academia Chapter 3... The West comes in at the last second. An overpowered and incredible one is here. Dang it. So it is about Thingamajig. Oh, but look... Oh, look at that. Focuses on the #1 hero, All for One, League of Villains, and Shigaraki. I think this is it. I think we are getting that scene with the Liberation Army. This is probably going to be... Yeah, this is probably going to be a setup. Now the question is this line. The West comes in at the last second. An overpowered and incredible one is here. The question is, who's saying that? That might be All for One saying that mockingly. Trip, if you don't like Medusa because she's blonde, how do you like Pony in My Hero Academia who's also blonde? Oh no, random. You made a mistake. I'm a hypocrite. Sweet Shigaraki focus. Total Drama Island is crazy. Good just looking at how Chris goes from a sane person to the deranged maniac is amazing. Yo, Z Killer. He was always a deranged maniac, man. Like, you just saw it, like, you saw him take off the mask. He was always insane. But I loved it, man. Total Drama was really good. Melantha. I like the design. I can see why Skelly likes this game. Yeah, Skelly gets it. Even though she's blonde, I still like her. So one of the best reasons I've ever heard for liking blondes came from one of my friends, that he said like he's colorblind and blondes are one of the few splashes of color he has in his life. So he had pretty exclusively blonde girlfriends. He just talked so passionately about the splash of color they gave him. Okay. I keep forgetting you might not... So who is this lady? Closure, a Rhode Island's reliability engineer. All right. Did you ever watch the anime Pantheon Star? It's basically Japan's version of Western adult cartoons. I mean, yeah, I saw it. It's alright. Also, I'm going to really how this chapter title, especially after last week, how did all the fan translations get connected when it was actually No Man is an Island? Oh, shoot. I don't know, man. But to be fair, like we all saw it last week, the fine wording was changed in the official release that did make things seem a lot more reasonable. Oh, facilities. Okay. So, can I just start building stuff? No, no, I don't want tutorials. I want to fumble around and figure it out. I want to learn in 2 hours what I could learn in 10 minutes by reading. Okay. Okay, building mode. Okay, elevator shaft. Uh-huh. He did care about the camp in the beginning, then he just stopped caring. I mean, I think he cares about them because they're the source of money. Satellizer. Oh, Satellizer was alright. We get to see Dabi and Toga more Dabi. Oh, great. Oh, I hope Leela shows up. I think she'll be happy about that. Favorite RPG? It's kind of tough. I mean, like, I can give you like a bunch of RPGs I like depending on the time. I mean, like, I like Pokemon. I like the Tales of series. Right now, I really like Trails of Cold Steel. Well, that's cool that we see Toga. Let's see. Satellites are freezing good. We get to see more Dabi. I know that there's usually differences in the title and the last week was just a stream. This chapter might be really good. The setup coming from the villains and hype build for Star, just like what they did before she got stomped. Yeah. I used to be really until the isekai part in the manga. Why do I need to clean this room? Oh, okay, I see. This is what cleaning means. This is such a waste of time. Can't believe they have me being a janitor. And yes, Skelly, you do like girls. I can see why you like this game though, because the designs for the girls are quite adorable. Top tier, Scale. Top tier. Oh, Gohan, by the way, it seems that there's a lot of different character designs coming in for Honkai. It seems like they're getting a lot of new girl... Like, it's not like the same repeats now. Like, it looks like full-on different characters are coming into Honkai at later dates. Yes, I will build. I have a factory now, boys. Let's see. Still no spoilers officially. And yeah, Gohan, there was an isekai part. I just know it went into hiatus and most likely won't get finished. Yeah, probably not. Hopefully we'll find if Toga is still separated or if Spinner just contacted her on her phone and told her where to find them. Yeah. Any Dr. Stone spoilers? Not that I saw on 4chan. Probably tomorrow. The RPG series I like on the P was Shadow Heart series. I used to have one theory that the reason why All For One picked Shigaraki was because the direct descendant of a One For All user would have some kind of genetic disposition for that quirk. Oh, that I thought that as well, Miguel. I hope that that's still possible. Because otherwise, he picked Shigaraki just to like really screw with All Might. And also because of Shigaraki's quirk, maybe. Oh, wow, look at the graphics. Did not expect that. Okay, Jessica gets stuck in. He says, everyone, but what about Mr. Compress? Mr. Compress is probably still in the hospital, right? I like the pink elf in Honkai. I remember seeing the ad and hearing that one sock for Arc Knight were everywhere, but not anymore. Yeah, Gohan, the MC gets teleported to the place where the monsters come from, and it's like a medieval fantasy world. Yep. I recommend back. Oh no, I have seen it, Chris. I do enjoy Baki the Grappler. I just want Satellizer to end up with the MC. Couldn't the author just do that? No, Gohan, because it's like I think Thingamajig is Korean. He says everyone. Okay, let's see. So is Satellizer not with the MC? Nope. Not right now. Okay. So Gohan's learning about Thingamajig. I'm waiting here to see if there's any more spoilers, and we're all waiting for Atsushi. Skelly, is the trading post worthwhile? We've been here for a while. I'm not saying that I'm getting impatient, but... Let's see. I don't know about the base at all. That's funny, Skell. That's funny. You're a funny guy, Skell. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think. Okay. Let's see. I wonder why Asuchi posted the title on his Twitter instead of Discord. I think because Twitter is more profitable for whatever it is that Sushi wants. Let's see. Do you agree with the theory that the things at the end of Shigaraki's hand amplified the connection with All for One? No, I don't. I don't really see any reason to think about that when the idea wasn't really, they didn't really dive into the idea with it. Like, Shigaraki ultimately is still just fixated on whatever connection he has with his, family, I think. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like, it seems a little bit contrived. Because Shigaraki destroys those hands like nothing. I mean, like, back in the day, there was the theory that All for One kept Nana's hands to give to Shigaraki, and it's like, that's pretty extreme, too. I mean, yo, White Despair, you're the All for One expert. Thoughts? Twitter is profitable. It's a little bit tricky. Parent Toga's in a chapter. Yes, I saw that, Jason. Asushi mentioned that. Yep. And yeah, Chris. This is awful. He is the dictionary definition of contrived. Come on, man. Come on, please. Stop breaking me down, brah. Let's see. Why didn't they just spin-off series with the Class 1A characters, you know, ain't getting development, make it a slice of life or whatever? That'd be nice. We have Smash, technically. Let's see. Oh, Ty. I forgot to tell you I got a date this weekend, just have to decide where we should go. Nice, Ty. I'm not going to tell you where to go, because I have no idea about your environment. But if you go to the movies, like, the general idea with going to the movies is that you're going a place that you can't talk to your date. So it really depends if, like, your date doesn't like talking in the first place, that maybe the movement, like, you know, a shared experience is worthwhile. But if you want to go somewhere where you want to talk, probably not the movies. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on a first date. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on a first date, man. Like, it's been like a long time. I don't know. I wish you the best, though. I'm excited for you. 100% excited. This is, let's see. Do This is the man who has seemingly taken an apprentice and spent 15 years making him an independent leader just so he could steal his body. If that isn't contrived, then I don't know what is. No, remember, hate battery. It's a hate battery. He was turning him into a hate battery. Abort first day at movies is a bad idea if you're not doing anything before or after it. Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, because you want that opportunity to talk. I'm trying to think, because I do think I went on a first date with someone and it was to the movies. But to be fair, the one I'm thinking of, like, we had 3 dates in one day. Because like I had like that one girl, I had met her essentially at an all-day party, and then after that we went back to my house, and then we went to the movies, and then after that we were like, all right, want to go get something to eat, and we went there, and then after that we went to the club, and then after that we went back to my house, and that was pretty much like the whole sequence. That's probably like that's always the funny story I tell with my friends always tell when we're gathering together, just because it's one of the most audacious things I ever actually ended up doing. But that was a nice day, I guess. I can't really remember much of it on account of like the all-day party. Let's see. I like how in GSSSYO has a character from GSGD2. What are all these acronyms? Animamus had good ideas on social distance. The last time I went to the movies like a week ago, the whole theater was empty on a Friday at 6 p.m. Nice. Go swim for a date. See what they actually look like without makeup. Animamus, that is really pragmatic, man. New spoilers drop? Wait, so isn't it? So are we following Twitter now? Yo, man, just that's so pragmatic, man. Star and Strike comes face to face Shigaraki. What? Star and Stripe comes face to face with Shigaraki. She comments that he came to see her too soon and asks if he's the villain known as All for One. Is this girl about to get bodied? Like, actually? Did she just walk in here without meeting up with people and getting information? How did she find him? How overpowered is she? What is this pacing? Sarge, it's the pacing of a man that wanted to end this arc in 55 chapters. The last time I went to go swim for, let's see, I think the movies as a first date only works. Okay, guys, let me know if there's any more spoilers. Oh wait, no, there's another one. Oh, this is why. Shigaraki on a flying gnome who came to Star and Stripe while she's on her way to Japan. Oh dear God, he's about to body her. Oh dear, like yeah, it is him. It is. So the person that's saying the chapter title is probably All for One of Shigaraki. Okay, never mind. This makes way more sense. Okay, that's a lot more justifiable. Okay, but that's still... Is Shigaraki just here to body her? Oh, that's... Okay. Okay. I guess we're doing midnight. We'll have to see. That actually kind of sounds like that's the end of the chapter. I hope that's not the end of the chapter. Okay, no. I had to go back to this. This is more interesting here. Skelly said, I think movies at the first date only works if you're friends before. I agree with Skelly. If you're friends before, you have more rapport. Stars and Stripes faces Shigaraki, so he's awake now. Because I went on a date with someone I knew to a movie, and we both just talked to each other over the movie the whole time. Oh, that's rude. You're the kind of people I hate, Skill. Not hate, dislike. Remember, Trip, All for One wanted this so-called hate battery to become a symbol of his own and become independent. Nah, like he wanted to use the hate battery to also take his brother. I think Atsushi backup is trolling, so they did a time jump 3 days in future. Shigaraki is up. That manga is done in 30 chapters, lol. What the heck is... but also it was an industry event, so it was like funny. Oh, okay, okay. She's about to die, frame 1. Maybe he's trolling. There is no spoilers in the Discord yet. Trip, it's plot. She really about to die after a second chat. The dude playing Breath of the Wild flies right into Ganon. If it says there's more to it, damn, this is crazy. Did All For One end? She hopes she doesn't get destroyed. Let's see. If these spoilers are true, then I guess that puts the rest to say that All For One had a secret secondary pod. Seems like Shigaraki resting really was all he was doing. I mean, no, he might have been resting in the pod, right? Like, he might have been. That's still possible, I think. But, you know, if he doesn't have a second pod, then I guess why did we need the pods? And yeah, no, I noticed how cryptic Shigaraki's answer is. He might be a little bit salty about what's going on with All For One there. Rip Star and Stripe. She died this chapter in Japan doesn't get backup. Maybe USA has an advanced tracking device or something. Let's see. I actually made this. All For One intercepts the heroes before they meet. Ah, you did, Ty. You did. We're really moving at lightning speed here. Do you think this Shigaraki or All For One controls Shigaraki? It might be a mix of both. Like, we've seen All For One take over at certain times. We've seen All For One use certain quirks for Shigaraki's sake. It might just be a mixture of both of them. If Shigaraki has the ability to just fly in on a Nomu and prevent this girl from entering Japan, how have they let... Why did they let Izuku run around like a madman? It doesn't make sense. Who knows? Maybe Star and Strike could actually put up a fight. We might have underestimated her. Hody might be able to show how strong she is. Like, at this point, she better have physical phenomena negation, because, like, when it comes to Shigaraki, you need to have, like, hardcore reflexes to be able to prevent him from disintegrating, right? Like, that's the issue with Shigaraki. He's just too hard to prevent from disintegrating. Or, sorry, he's too hard to count. It's too hard to counter decay if he touches you. One second, guys. I'm just switching something up here real quick. Do 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 do. One second. Unless Stars and Stripes can erase quirks like Aizawa can, like, I don't know, like, if the U.S. government has some kind of secret plot or some kind of secret research facility, and Star and Stripe is the product of that research, then now's the time to reveal it. Ty, he likes hurting your waifus, that's for sure. I mean, man, like, if she comes in here with Midnight energy and not Mirko energy, I'm gonna be really sad. But I hope that the guy isn't just setting this up and then we have to wait till next week, though. I kind of want to see what happens here. Like, even if he has to off-screen it, I want to know the results of this little meetup by the end of the chapter. I just don't want to wait, you know? I know, guys. I'm impatient. We all know this, but... Oh, wait. Maybe it must be better for me to not show my password in case it pops up. One second, guys. I'm just loading into Honkai real quick. And then... Yep, I'll switch back over. There we go. I still don't see any new spoilers. Man, this guy's slow. Alright. If Shigi is in, that means one of All For One's contact from another country probably told him. Yeah, which is, like, good on them for knowing. Shigaraki's decay and healing's too OP. I agree. She will be changing her name to Taps soon. She better have long range at defensive barrier. He might use this as a time to show that as strong as Deku is, he isn't the strongest. Yeah, that's it. We were talking about this last time because some people were saying that she might be the one to show how strong Shigaraki is. But it's like, I already have a pretty good sense for how strong Shigaraki is. I don't need to see this. Like, please, no. Maybe Shigaraki just wants to destroy those jet things because aerial weapons have an advantage. Oh, that'd be nice. If Torrance met All Might in his current state, do you think she'll hate him or looking like that? Oh, no, I don't think so. Because he probably knows what he really looks like. Okay, they're typing on the Discord channel. Now, this fight is cliffhanger material. The chapter sounds like it's going to be crazy good. Has it been 3 days? Did he leave early to meet her? Is the time... I thought we were still at the 3-day period because we didn't have any, like, days later, right? I just realized you're a gacha streamer. Oh my god, yes, Gal! Am I? It's because gacha games are easier to play. And, you know, they're like, I don't have to think too much, and I can just like kind of play on autopilot. You know, they're just easier. I mean, I could go back to Breath of the Wild, but I also broke Breath of the Wild where I was keeping the memory, so it's just like I have to take time to fix the memory device. Okay, so like, do we still have the 3 days until Shigaraki, or is he already done? Yeah, no, I think I guess we'll find out. I thought we were still at 3 days before the final fight. They're still typing, guys. I wonder if I can be a successful gacha streamer. The next things I will do is just put up videos of pulling on the gachas. That's probably the best thing to do. I'm still working on this. So, is she so much that she can't be allowed to meet the other heroes? If not, then why even reveal himself like this at all? Well, I guess she must be a credible threat. I mean, I guess the question is she like All Might level? But even then, it's just like... I hope she has Phenomena Negation at this point. Oh, here it is. I haven't read it yet, guys. I haven't read it. No matter what, here we are. We're gonna see the limits of Horikoshi's writing ability. Because there's no way like All for One's gonna come out of this looking intelligent. It's okay. I'll only be a free-to-play gacha streamer, man. Only free-to-play. Alright, let me read this, guys. So we can speculate. The first page, the illustration of Star and Stripe with her cape swaying in the wind in a determined pose. Oh god, he's just setting her up to be destroyed. The chapter begins with All for One sitting on a throne surrounded by some Nomu. He says that they were able to hide thanks to the other jailbreakers causing chaos and hindering police investigations. He says that successfully escaping was the short-term goal, and getting one for all is the medium-term goal. Why? Spinner is confused because he thought that was his ultimate goal, but All for One begins to say that throughout his long life he has always been waiting for a chance, and he thinks it's getting closer. Okay, so the ultimate goal is like, is Shigaraki coming into his own? Like, are we just gonna say that? Is White Despair right? Is it just Shigaraki comes into his own? Well, I like that he's saying this out loud. All for One is lying. I mean, possible. We'll have to see. God, All for One. Of course you'd be the guy to spend time trying to get a throne. Man, this guy is so basic, brah. God, All for One, you're such a loser. Oh, man. All for One's the Chunin that never grew up. That's what he is. Oh, it makes more sense now. He's just a Chunin that never grew up. Being surrounded by Nomu. Man, this guy doesn't even have friends. Like, imagine... You know why he's surrounded by Nomu? Because he's one of those... He's like one of those people that surround themselves with ugly people to make themselves feel prettier. Oh. Oh, sorry, Ty. Oh, there it is. Either she gets bodied and gets turned into a Nomu, or she manages to cause him to retreat by some sort of luck, like Shigaraki starting to gain back control. Well, she might be able to... If it's not 3 days yet, she might be able to escape. Because she was a little bit too strong while he was still a little bit unstable. That might be the way to go here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hand under the chin. Yeah, yeah. Well, he does have his little stuff. Interesting. That what's the long term immortality through our normal body? It might be immortality. That might be a good one. Roll your eyes in annoyance. Let the disappointment and info. Oh yeah, don't worry, man. Yeah, okay. Like his long term goal might be immortality, something like that. Cause like Shigaraki might be there for that. Viz is like, maybe that's how age works. You start as a toonie, grow out of it. Then if you manage to live long enough, you become toonie again. I mean, yeah. Like if I'm like 90 years old, I'm 100% going to be saying the shadows are coming after me. Because I'll probably be extremely confused. So yeah, actually, I'll be so old that I actually believe everything I say. All for one's a cat lady, basically what you're saying. All for one is Tokuyami's future. All for one is live. Let's see. Yeah, if it's he's basically that father from FMAB. Well, like if I was all for look, I think actually going after immortality is a good move. Like if I was all for one, I would go after immortality 100%. Yo, look, man. Here's what's gonna happen. If Stars and Stripe goes, and I keep calling her Stars and Stripes, but apologies. But if she goes down, right? I'm going to make a lot of jokes about how this was just Horikoshi's way of saying that Japanese excellence trumps American patriotism. That's like I'm going to see this as a geopolitical thing. It's just like, yeah, this is just Horikoshi repping the Japanese superiority. If she just lived it right after getting introduced, man, Horikoshi gonna have fans heated. Nah, nah, because the fans in Japan are just gonna be like, yeah, take out the gaijin. Yeah, like, yeah, the Japanese are superior. Even our villains are better than the Americans' heroes. It's, it's gonna be hilarious if it just goes down that direction. Okay, I can see all for one. He already has immortality quirk from the blood. Oh, maybe that immortality quirk isn't good enough. Maybe he wants like a healthy body. Let's see. I can see all for one's main goal of becoming, but saying all for one for all is immediate. This man is obsessed with it. One for all is an immediate second after the main goal. Somewhat father wanted ultimate power akin to being a living god. To free all for one goal has more layers, since there is nuance to why he wants one for all for his brother and for the power. You know, so I gotta say, sometimes, like with the way that the doctor talks about it, like he talks about like the power didn't behave the way that all for one saw fit. It does seem like all for one's ego is very, 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 very hurt that the quirk just won't come to him. He might be like a little bit OCD and has a little bit of a completionist tendency, and he might just be wanting it just because, well, he wants it to complete his collection. He might just be really, really OCD. I think we have to be ready for that possibility as well here. Oh, they're writing again. They're writing again. Can I beat them in time? Oof, I don't know if I can beat them in time. Oh, no, definitely. I definitely think to some degree All For One is throwing a tantrum for not having his brother by his side. I 100% think so. If One For All boosts the quirks in it, then if All For One got the quirk, it would boost its life first quirk, making him immortal. But they have to go inside of it. Like, they have to... I don't know how that would work, like, the incorporation of the other quirks. Oh, here we go. This is pretty much just All For One giving us a monologue. I really hope there's someone listening in. Okay. What? What is this? I don't understand. Okay, so you remember Vigilantes? All For One has shown us that all it takes to take someone's quirk is to have Kurogiri pop his hand behind their back and he takes the quirk. So, I don't understand, man. Like, why is this so difficult? He's shown us how easy it is to take people's quirks. Why is he having trouble with this woman, man? Alright, All Might has wiped out all the criminal organizations in Japan. Alright, All Might was also in America, so thanks All Might for not wiping them out. But around the world there are still many of them, and All for One has kept contact with villains from multiple countries. What keeps them from coming together and destroying it all is a huge wall known as Star and Stripe, the world's strongest woman. So is Star and Stripe just like protecting the entire world? Okay, whatever. Then he says it's like a gamble. If she gets to them, All for One will be in trouble. But if they're able to steal the quirk, they will have no problems from then on. It better be a phenomenon negation, man. Like, holy crap. This is so lame. His... She may have a quirk not allowing him to be able to touch her. I hope so. I hope so, because that would make sense. But, yeah, man, like, I don't know. If I was All for One, and I know, we've already talked about this, but I would go to America with Kurogiri. I would find this woman's place where she lives, because she probably is so high profile that she probably gives it away. I would spy on her. I would look into her house, look through the windows. I would have Kurogiri warp gate my hand into her room, and I would touch her while she sleeps and take her quirk. I don't know, like Vigilantes like really set this up for me, and when I saw how easy it is to take quirks, it's like, okay, whatever. Ah, hey Black Fox. Let's see what the rest of the chapter says. This is just funny. She may have got that. I'm gonna need the official translation on this one. Yeah, Alex. So Star is the top priority. Her quirk is like, it's probably like the biggest inconvenience for him, artist, so we start drawing again. Since super strength is god tier in My Hero Academia, it has to be like super strength, super endurance, right? For the reasons you pointed out, Jason. Like, we've seen how he says that I was gonna say something. Like, yeah, no, after what you said last week, Jason, she must have really good endurance type abilities. White Despair, don't you think you're kind of being warped by what you want to believe to be true? Just because here, it seems like you're just trying to bend everything back towards All for One respecting Shigaraki. I mean, like, mind you, you might be right on this one, but like, the way that you're speaking here, also going off what he just said about them not being able to destroy it all, I guess that after the Tartarus breakout, when he said he had the utmost respect for Shigaraki's wishes, he was telling the truth. I mean, I find that a destroy it all could be a euphemism for just destroying society and rebuilding whatever you want in its place. Oh no, Gohan, we're all like pretty tired with this guy. Stop with the hypothecosis. I don't feel like being disappointed like I was in the anime. All for One is over the big oaf, but I bet he's that there's a female version still messing with him. Oh, she rides on those jets, man. Jason, she rides on the jets. So, but the amount of reaction to Sora was incredible. Oh, nice. What if her quirk is a reference to Superman and it's a quirk that stores solar energy and converts it into power? That'd be cool. Hey, Robert. She gets stronger solar energy, maybe Escanor-like abilities. As a villain, he's not even a good one at this point. It's probably similar to All Might's, has to be. I agree that she better be really good with the hype she's getting. Well, no, I think Horikoshi will be able to pull it off. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oof. Thank God, White Despair, because I was getting concerned there about you. Okay, no, you were making a joke. Thank you, White Despair. Thank you for clarifying. Shiki doesn't care about the future, maybe she is like X-Men Rogue, where if he touches her, it can hurt him. So he has to take a certain way so it doesn't hurt him. I mean, maybe. I can't wait to see what quirk this woman has. Why haven't we talked about bringing this girl to Japan before? Why is it America that's holding on to like the strongest hero in all of existence? I have so many questions. Why is All Might the pinnacle of everything when this girl is in the background doing amazing things? I agree, Ty. It has to be an adaptable quirk. Mind you, like, super strength is super adaptable, as we have seen many, many times before. Do 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 do. Oh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Jason. Yo, 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 yo. What if? What if? What the author does is that you have this fight happening, and then he off screens it, and he says like in black text, the fight was so amazing. It went on for many, many hours. If there was any civilization near them, it would have been destroyed. And then it cuts to just Shigaraki sitting on top of her body. That will be hilarious. That would be hilarious. If this guy decides to not show the fight. Oh, I really think that could happen. I really think he won't show the fight because I don't think he can write it. Ooh, that'd be funny. That'd be really funny if he doesn't write the fight. Because, you know, he wants to keep the suspense for Izuku and all that stupid stuff and whatever. Like, I could come up with many reasons. Oh, that'd be funny. Because America. Oh no, but like he's done a variation of this before. Remember guys, remember what he did with Mirio? When you would have had actually like the best display of skill, he just kind of fast forward over it, saying that Mirio Togata survived 15 minutes with Shizaki without his power. Ah yeah, White Despair. Yeah, they did that in that episode of Kata. Yeah, I remember that one, Jason. Episode 4. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. They showed you in the preview, and then episode 4 is a bait and switch. It was hilarious. Let's see. Alright, so I just found it hilarious that Alpha mentions this ultimate goal that he hasn't been able to achieve, but it might be able to soon, and then immediately brings up not being able to destroy it all. Yeah, but people are forgetting she isn't facing Shigaraki. She's facing All For One in Shigaraki's body. Well, I don't know, Linax. We might be seeing like a combination of both of them. And mind you, if it's All For One controlling that thing completely, that's going to be really interesting as well. You think the American hero wants to stick her big nose in other countries' affairs? Yes. Yes, right? You'd think the American... Yeah. Let's see. Black Clover, great My Hero Academia. Nah, My Hero Academia is still better than Black Clover for rhetoric. For character treatment, it's better, but for rhetoric, My Hero Academia is still better. For story density, My Hero Academia is better. If Shigaraki wins or rather All For One, I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, I mean, that'd be hilarious if that happened. I mean, that's true, yeah. The fight between All Might and All For One was off-screened. Like the Camino fight? I thought we saw Camino fight. Maybe Stars and Stripes has to retreat because she's trying to save and evacuate the people flying the planes. That's pretty interesting just because they're in the army, and you would think that those kind of people would be willing to put down their life to try and stop All For One. Who would you say will voice... Oh, I have no idea about that, Robert. I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I don't really know. So the reason why the villains keep coming back together is because of Star and Stripe? Does this imply that she's hated? Maybe she's racist after all. No, like she keeps the villains from coming together. As for why they did it, you know America ain't giving up their strongest. Wouldn't have surprised me if they tried at one point to stop All Might. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. I want Star and Stripe to voice Tsunade. Oh, okay. Steroids for me, Black Clover is better. My Hero just annoys me at this point. Fair enough, Gohan. Fair enough. There's still no new... I really just hope that we get the conclusion. I don't want to have to wait for another week. Do you think it's... Wait. Didn't All For One kill most of the strong quirks in beginning of quirks for Japan, so other countries' quirks will be stronger than Japan quirks at the time? I don't know if that's the reason, Chris, but I do remember him saying that he was hunting people with strong quirks at the time. Do you think... But, like, to be fair, All For One lets people with strong quirks run around, because he lets UA keep breeding strong quirks. Do you think it's more dangerous to have All For One or Shigaraki holding the reins of Shigaraki's body? I think it's more dangerous in the short term to have Shigaraki holding the reins. I think it's more dangerous in the long term. It's just like if you let Shigaraki hold the reins, there's nothing stopping him from using the K in a random place in Japan and then just letting it propagate all the way to the edge of Japan. Yeah. Oh no, Jason, I never brought up that fact because I've never thought about it in that particular way. Also, did you see... Oh, yeah, Miguel. We talked about the Assassin anime at the beginning. I mean, the first time... Oh, okay. Gotcha, Linux. Thank you. Okay, so yes. Yeah, I agree. The stream is full of All For One, and I'm all here for it. I love Black Clover and My Hero Academia equally. I mean, I enjoy Black Clover too, but I can't talk about Black Clover in the same degree I talk about Hero Academia. I see the girl who voiced Joey from the original JoJo. Okay. Were you the one that... Okay, I got that. Never had this, so they had better quirk mixing. Probably have a better pool of quirks of it. Her quirk might be complex. Yeah, no, I never brought up that idea before. So, I don't know too much about it. Oh, they're typing. They're typing. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, give me something cool. I want to be thoroughly amused. What should I pick up here? Yeah, sure. Take that. Take that. Take that. Then just upgrade that. No, upgrade that one. Let's see. I see the voice of Leona from Akame ga Kill. Yeah, because you have Dobby in My Hero Academia who you love to roast. Oh yeah, but no, I don't love to roast him. I like to join him roasting himself, right? Gotta remember, Dobby only really is amazing because he roasts himself so much. Doop 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 doop. I can't wait to see. So far, I gotta say, it looks like it's a lot of dialogue, which I personally am really happy about. It looks like we're gonna get a lot of spoilers here. Oh, come on, just put them out. Put them out. Oh, oops. I think I might have screwed up my ordering here. Uh-oh. This one might be the one that actually kills me. I'm keeping an eye on the screen, guys. Don't worry. I see typing every now and again, and I'm just waiting. Is it? Oh, wait. Let's see. Is it just me, or is Hody making more quirk? Like early on, you had to make yourself giant wood, fire. Nowadays, quirks are more complex, even for pro heroes. It makes sense in some of the It makes it seem some of the kids' quirks rather simple in comparison. I mean, yeah, I think they are pretty simple in comparison. Let's see. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Also, I saw episode 1 kicked out a hero party. I did too. Did you hear that Mirio is getting heat from the community in regards to the Genshin concert? Oh my god, that's a big chunk of text. What is this? The Honkai concert was pretty good though. Gotta say, Honkai concert was pretty fun. Oh, and I see Liberation Army in it, so we do get to see... I do think this is a chapter where we see that guy, so I was right on that bet. So I'm really happy about that we do see one of the Liberation Army people. Okay, guys, let me go through this. Let me just read your guys' comments. I think let's see. Don't know the details, but I can guess why the community is upset. Okay, so you don't know the details. All right. All for One then says that unlike the other villains, Spinner has so far only acted as his bodyguard, but things are about to change because there is something that only Spinner can do. Since he is a mutation quirk and has been discriminated for his whole life, many people can relate to him and are willing to follow him through the shadows. Okay, so good job, anime. Good job nixing that entire plot line, you idiots. Oh, jeez. Next, we see a poster of Spinner himself That okay, well, that was a bit too mean. I shouldn't have called them idiots. That's a bit too mean. They were stressed and understaffed, or just stressed in general and badly managed. Next, we see a poster of Spinner himself pasted in the city, and on it is written, "Spinner is our spokesman." What kind of advertisement is this? It's an all-for-one level advertisement. Some members of the Paranormal Liberation Front approach it and say that although Redestro has been captured, the seeds of liberation are still being planted. We see Skeptic talking to them on the phone, asking them to gather soldiers in order to turn the League of Villains into the faces of liberation, as Redestro wanted. We see more posters saying the tragedy of Himeko Toga will keep repeating itself, and Toga herself also appears drawn on a white background, so we can't see where she is. Toya also appears in a forest. Yeah, it does seem like we're getting the follow-up on those guys dressed like Spinner. So that's why they were dressed like Spinner. Good to know. Good to know that's why it was. Oh man, if Spinner runs into Stain, oh, this is going to be hilarious. Watch Stars and Stripe have a nuclear radiation type of power, being like a walking nuclear plant. The anime skipped that, so it seems like we're getting follow-up on the two guys who attacked. Yep, I got that. So far, I'd like the amount of dialogue that we're getting. It doesn't seem like this is too many panels. So I hope we get more. Please don't end this. Yeah, it is propaganda posters, but please don't end this without a conclusion to that fight. Please, I want to know how the fight ends. I know I'm hoping for something that won't come true, guys, but please. I just want to know. I can't bear waiting another week. Imagine the author thought this final act would be done in 55 chapters, and he still wants to shove in the Shoji storyline. At this point, it's like, how can Shoji not be the traitor? Because we know that Shoji wears a mask. Like, imagine wearing a mask because you don't want to scare people. It's unfortunate. Oh wow, we're really dealing damage. Man, no, I know, like, look, White Despair, that's the most likely thing. I really hope it's not the case, though, man. I just want to know. It's because, like, I feel like he won't show the fight next week. If we do that, I don't think he's going to show the fight. Because I think giving away how strong Shigaraki is and what exactly he can do it's going to ruin the suspense for the Izuku versus Shigaraki fight. That's what really concerns me. Personally, I'm predicting this chapter. Let's see. Yeah, cutting out the Spinner part is probably going to hurt this anime in the future. Oh, they kill her, but people are racist towards him, so he's a tragic hero. Spinner falls. And the funny thing is, he's an additional 21 chapters in already, so about 30 or so would be left. This ending would be too rushed and have questionable quality. Shows you it's because he tattooed "I love villainy" on his lips. Even Ted Bundy has his fans. Just saying. Oh yeah, but you know, like, you don't ever think, oh, I should listen to a Ted Bundy fan. I mean, like, there's a lot of women that fall in love with people in jail, like murders and all that kind of stuff, because they think they can fix them. I doubt they're going to show the fight this week. Alex, come on, no. Well, no, I'm saying off-screen the fight and then just show the ending of it. Its first-time partner is part of the Digimon story. Okay. Shoji... You mean Parrot? Shoji versus Spinner fight? I don't know. I feel like it's Spinner versus Stain. I want to follow up the villain who killed all Midnight. I am crazy impatient about that plot line. That one might never come back. I do like that we have a justification for why people are dressing up like Spinner, though. Oh, random. Yes, Tesla note. Okay. I'm sure Shigaraki is there to pass Star and strap a love letter from All for One and isn't there to butcher her. If Shigaraki's there to try and recruit her, that's going to be hilarious. Like, I actually think I'd respect that. I'd respect the attempt. Because even All For One's like, alright, I'm not going to actually try to mess with you, but yo, um, if you join me, that's profit. It'll be profit for everyone. Oh, they're typing, guys, they're typing. Let's see. I expect them to have a Kimetsu situation where the author wanted to finish, but the magazine pressured her to stretch it because so she kept powering up. I don't know about that, Miguel. Like, when I look at that final arc, it really does feel like she was told that Kimetsu was ending, or like she wanted to end it, and then she just had to play within the deadline that Shonen Jump gave her. Like, the final arc's quality is terrible on every count. I really think I don't think she was pressured to stretch it, because if she was pressured to stretch it, you would not have gotten what you got for the final bits of Kimetsu. There's spoilers, guys. There's spoilers. Do. Okay, here we go. The focus shifts to Hawks and Genus. They're in the car talking about Star's arrival. They say that she's about to enter Japanese airspace, and as soon as she does, they intend to start discussing their strategies. However, they receive an unexpected call from Tsukachi. He says that they received a call from Star, and she reported that approximately 50 kilometers from where she was supposed to land, he showed up. So, Star was able to call Tsukachi, and she was able to tell him that Shigaraki showed up. No, I don't think we off-screened it yet. Wait, did he off-screen it? Wait, did he actually off-screen it? Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. The call from Tsukachi, you're saying that because he got the call, that's where the off-screen is? Wait, guys, because okay, sorry. In my timeline, I'm hearing it as she called him, Tsukachi took the call, and then he told the heroes, and now the fight's happening. That's how I'm interpreting it. Is that not the Is that not the case? Am I misinterpreting? Like, what's the point that I'm misinterpreting? Hand with a hole, yes. Okay. Oh, wait. So that line, next we see a double spread that shows only a cape and a hand with a hole flying above the clouds. I interpreted that as Shigaraki standing. He's wearing a cape, and you're seeing it from like the camera angle is down by his hand, so it's showing him standing before the fight starts. That's what I'm interpreting here. Okay, so there's a few of you having the same interpretation. See a random. So I guess we have to wait for the next little bit to get the information. So let's it is kind of weird though, the whole thing about getting the call. If she could call them, I guess Japanese airspace is where she gets cell service, but he says he received a call from Star and she reported that approximately 50 kilometers from where she was supposed to land, he showed up. Yeah. Yeah, we have to wait for further clarification. Yeah, no, I'm glad we were able to work that out. Yeah, I don't think we're off screened yet. There's still no mention of the flying Nomu. But yeah, it's a double, like, so it's a double, I'm pretty sure it's a double spread. I'm imagining it. It's pretty much just showing his hand, and you're seeing the camera is focused on his hand, with probably the hand to the left side of the screen, and then maybe a shot of the sky. Okay, they're typing. They're typing again. Yeah, no, definitely, it must be Shigaraki's hand, but it's just showing his hand. Like I mean, I guess it's just a big statement from Horikoshi, right? But they're typing, so we're gonna get the information right now. Oh, and guys, remember, I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow because my mom's coming to visit me. It's the first time in like 5 years that I've seen her, because COVID delayed things a lot. So just keep that in mind. I won't be here tomorrow. And yeah, so I'll put up a spoiler video in the morning, but otherwise no live stream tomorrow. It's a break day. Whatever phone she has, it has special reception ability to be a #1 hero. I'm curious about Shigaraki's face. Is it still all for one's eyeless face? I hope not. Sorry, I had to go for a second. Did you answer my question, Mr. Amon? What's your question, Mr. Amon? I don't see it because we had a lot of comments, and I can't look at it right now. Okay, no, Star's talking. Star's talking. Yeah, I hope it's a good time. Oh no, end of chapter. No! I hate all of you. It was a setup chapter. No! I hate all of you. Not really. I love all of you, but I hate all of you. Star then comments that he must be a pretty free guy. Wait, where is this? I missed it. Star then comments he must be a pretty free guy to come and greet her so quickly. She then asks is he the villain called All for One. Last page shows Shigaraki standing on a flying Nomu. He replies, who knows? I wonder who I am. The I used here is Ore, which is the one used by Shigaraki. All for One refers to himself with Boku. Okay, great. So it's Shigaraki. Oh, right. Yo, I forgot, but White Despair, a long while ago, I was saying, like, All for One might also be going after a personality meld for the Shigaraki body. Like, just, he might be trying to meld the, or, like, it might be good for the Vestige to try and combine. Any hoosers. Damn it, man. I really want to just see it get off screen. I don't want to wait. Night, John. Blue ball the chapter. Pretty much, Sarge. Let me think. How do I feel about this? What are my thoughts? Part 2 coming to a theater near you. We'll see a fight or just the end of the fight or something else. Place your bet. I don't think we're actually going to see the fight. I think we're seeing the end of the fight. I really just think this is going to be... I think this is going to be really rude. I don't know, man. I don't have any hopes here. I feel like next chapter could just be finding out that, hey, he took down America's #1 hero. Like, now we're really screwed. I don't want to believe that's the case, but god damn it. I just feel like that's totally up Horikoshi's alley. The fight occurs while the kids sing and dance in UA. Oh, that'd be good. Oh man, that'd be so good. Maybe next chapter we start off by seeing her half dead. Yeah. Horikoshi went off-screener. The amount of hype for the fight is crazy. Hopefully Star and Stripe can damage Shigaraki enough to give us an extra day or two. That'd be good. That'd be good. I don't see the point of the author shitting on this character. Well, I don't know, man. The author has done crazy things. If she dies, Izuku has a better shot of being the #1 hero. Oh, that's true, Sarge. Die for our Izuku, pretty much, at that point. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna see if the guy puts up some pictures here. Because it'd be nice to have some pictures. Oh, here we go. Wait, did I get the right upgrade? I don't think I did. Man, I just, like, some parts of this chapter are just funny. Next chapter, we see Izuku going for the whole chapter, and then in 2 weeks, we see what happens to the fight. Oh god, that would be annoying. Could One for All main goal be the complex plan to resurrect his brother through Shigaraki's body and be able to subjugate him once and for all? Oh, that'd be weird, Jason. Bring back his brother. That's a different twist. That would be pretty hardcore. Watch Horikoshi use Star and Stripe as a demonstration for how powerful and nearly perfect. I mean, that's the other, like, that's a really viable tool for this case, right? People were pointing it out earlier, but that is a very viable purpose for her. Like, you want to do the Worf effect on her and just show, like, oh my god, look how strong this guy is. Taking down a person who I just hyped up in 1 chapter. Wow, so powerful. So amazing. Yeah, I can see him doing that. Okay, Ty. That's really nice. I really hope you're right. Like, again, I really hope that we do end up seeing her do cool stuff. And I mean, like taking away my own personal biases, I think it'd be nice if we get the fight. It's just like, you know, I'm just preparing myself for the worst, and then when the best happens, I'll be very happy. Like, if we get what Ty wants, you know, great, because that's only good stuff. But I'm just ready for the worst to go down. It's just like there's so many things that this guy can do to make this terrible. And so that's why that's why I don't have faith. Oh, right. Thank you, Skelly. Jobbing. Yes, thank you, Skelly. You have the better vernacular for this. Yes. If it's not the Worf effect, then yes, jobbing. I'm not very used to using that term. Actually, no, I think it is the Worf effect. Because it's there to you take down one character to show another being stronger. She's literally there to demonstrate his skills as well as get him a free OP quirk. I think she's going to lose here. Otherwise, the hype for 100% Shigaraki could be lost a bit. It hasn't been 3 days. Shigaraki isn't winning, but she won't ruffle stomp him. If an incomplete Shigaraki dusts her as the world's strongest woman, then All For One is definitely by far the strongest. I agree. I do think if it's not the 3 days yet, I think it's totally fine to use that excuse as a reason as to why Shigaraki can't win. And if you maim her pretty well, like if you maim her as much as you maimed Mirko, I think that fight would be very satisfying. Oh no, I agree with you, Gohan. I don't think she should be used for jobbing. So ideally, it'll be a nice, fair fight that serves as both power exposition for both Shigaraki and this lady. Like, if we have like a nice power exposition fight, or otherwise we just have the end of the fight being told to us or something like that, like, great. Sometimes I notice that I get money for these fights, and I don't know what exactly makes them. This might be the strongest build I've had for this girl so far. Orphe as a character has repeatedly been able to prove how... Oh, jobbing it... Oh! Okay, gotcha, Skell, gotcha. It's happening once to a hyped character. Okay, gotcha. So Warp Effect is a repeated pattern. Gotcha. Waiting for Joe Biden to be in Genshin? Well, that's never going to happen. So I'm going to make a prediction. I think this fight will serve as the beginning of Shigaraki getting completely free of All For One's control. I just can't help but notice, but before we bring up the concept of freedom in the identity, if we are actually seeing the fight, then it could be used for Shigaraki's development. It could. I mean, if this leads to Shigaraki killing All For One, that's, I think, going to be pretty great too. The question was, do you agree with the theory about Shigaraki? Oh, oh, like the one. Um, I think I remember. I don't remember what you said, but I remember that I said I don't agree with it. What was that theory, man? Like I forgot the details of the theory, but I remember saying like I don't think that's the case. Also, don't want to end up with a Madara situation. Well, that would be a mess. Yes, the Madara situation is just when an author doesn't know what to do, introduce a bigger character. Well, at this point, we're just getting good. Oh, right, I can upgrade different things here. This is going to be the one to upgrade. Okay, I think I've ended up making an excellent build for this run. I'm very excited. Let's see, the hand amplifier. Oh, yes, the hand amplifiers. Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. Just because those hands get destroyed a lot. I don't think they're the case. And honest, like the amplifier logic, we didn't really talk about it either in the last chapter. So for now, I'm not. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for now, just because I don't see enough evidence personally. I mean, if it comes in later that actually is a thing, then great. I mean, I think I'll make fun of it. I think White Despair will make fun of it too. But for now, I'm not really buying it. Let's see. Like, you frame back was super strong, but every time a new villain shows up, he gets flattened to show how strong the villain is. Yes, okay. But if he's not ready, then why would he send out Shigaraki out there to fight her if he has a chance to lose? Imagine if she just beats him, and there's that. Well, I mean, he sends Shigaraki out to lose a lot. Like, Shigaraki has taken a lot of losses, and whenever he does take a loss, All For One is there to bail him out. And right now, All For One, remember what he said to Shigaraki? Hey, Tamura, fail as many times as you want. I'll be there to bail you out. So he might be coming back in with the bail out rhetoric. Something tells me it hasn't been 3 days yet, and it would have been said. I believe from All For One's it's interrupted his rest from introduction of Star and Stripe, and can't have her in Japan. You can show villain power without needing to beat the main character in battle. I actually think it's the weakest, since we all know the main character can't die. Yes. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see where exactly we go here. Right now, I am leaning towards the idea that this guy, or sorry, that Horikoshi. I am legitimately leaning towards the thought that Horikoshi off-screens the fight and just shows us the results next chapter. And again, if he shows the full fight, then I'm happy. But otherwise, that's where I'm currently leaning towards. So we'll have to see what actually goes down. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, no worries, Mr. Amon. Thanks for asking it again. But yeah, like, for now, I'm one of those people that needs a little bit more evidence before I can know what's going on for sure. And just for right now, I don't really see it. Oh, can I beat this thing before the time goes out? I think it has too much HP. I think there's too many of them too. Oh, no, I beat it. Hawks and Genius are close. Hawks shouldn't be able to do much, but Genius should be able to help her. Do you think they'll be able to get to her? They have to cover 50 kilometers, right? Do you think they'll actually be able to get to her in time? Also, you get it. So he has many reasons to be fine. Yes, he does. He has... Like, you really... Oh, pictures! There's pictures on the thing. All For One's throne just looks like a decrepit seat. Doesn't look like a big deal. Star and Stripes gets a good angle there. I see... Yeah. Dobby's in the forest. Spinner is being set up as the leader of Revolution. And yeah, Shigaraki facing down this girl. with some interesting coloring. Yeah, everyone happy with hope, and then boom, they killed USA's #1 hero hospital in order to tell the story. I think Shigaraki may have gotten some type of control over his body, but not 100%. International heroes could pose a problem if they all work together to gang up on him. Taking her out is strategy. Which face is on Shigaraki? It's just Shigaraki's face, but it's drawn a little bit weird. Let me see if I can get you the link. I think you should be able to see the link without... Well, no, I think it's 50 kilometers. But yo, White Despair, can you see the link? I think you can look at the link without going on Discord. Let me know if you see the link, otherwise I'll try and get you another picture. So just to make sure about the 50 kilometers, just to make sure that we cross our T's here. Okay. Tsukachi says that they received a call from Star and Stripe, and she reported that approximately 50 kilometers from where she was supposed to land. So Star and Stripe reported it. Shigaraki showed up. So he's 50 kilometers from her landing point. Actually, the way that that call works, how would that work? What's the timeline there? When would she have called him? Would she have called Shigaraki the moment she saw him? Or is she calling after the fight? Wait, is there it doesn't look like the Shigaraki facing down... Oh, good. Good, White Despair. It doesn't look like her facing down Shigaraki is a flashback. I need to see the final wording on this, man. But I don't understand what's going on with Shigaraki's face, White Despair. If you see, like, the bottom part of his cheek, I don't understand what that is. Well, All For One 100% sent him out there, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Shigaraki isn't doing this out of his own volition. I'm pretty sure All For One told him, yo, you go out there, bro. This girl's gonna get in the way of your destruction. So make sure you go out there and do it. Oh, Mr. Amon. Thank you, Mr. Amon. I'm glad that you enjoy them. If he wants to show Izuku's speed, he could clear 50. Yeah. He has on a cape. Oh, yeah, no, I see the black part, but then there's the white part. Is the white part also a cape? Because the black part, I can definitely see it there. But the white is so strangely drawn. Is the white part of the cape? Because it also looks like a scarring kind of thing, right? But he wouldn't have scarring because he has regen. Let me open up this one. Oh, okay. So it's on that picture I posted. So look at Shigaraki's eye, right? And then go below the eye. You see how there's the line between the white and Shigaraki's face texture? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out what it is. Because if you see his hair doesn't have outlines. So I just don't fully understand what's going on there. And maybe it's my eyes having problems, but Shigaraki is still scarred. But does that make sense for Shigaraki to be scarred when he has ultimate regen? Right? Because he didn't have those scars before he went into the regen. Like, and you do see his one eye scar. Here's another picture for anyone that wants to check it out. It's just a picture of I think it's one of All For One, or I think it's one of, yeah, of Star and Stripe's face, just for anyone that's curious. My point is, why would All For One send out Shigaraki right before he's complete? If Stars and Stripe is a threat to All For One's plan, then shouldn't he go himself? The heroes now know where Shigaraki is. Why reveal Shigaraki like that? Well, White Despair, let's go back to your rhetoric where All For One isn't that smart and doesn't have that many plans. What if this is a desperation play? Like, if we look at what All For One said, he did say that he's been waiting for a chance and he thinks it's getting closer. So he might be trying to seize this chance and it might be a calculated risk in that if he doesn't stop her, they're in trouble. Yo, White Despair, check out yeah, you were it's shading from the hair shadows. You think it's shading from the hair? You know, I'd rather it's if it's shading, is it shading? I'm not sure about that. If it's shading, I'd actually rather at that point I'd rather believe Miguel's point that it's somehow scarring. We'll find out next week when we have better shots. Actually, there are a few better shots of him. But first, let me just read the comments. The right part is the line that creates the jack is the shadow from his hair, but Hody drew hard lines. Oh, okay. So Alex is also saying shading. Okay, so shadow from his hair, hard lines. Oh, that'll have to do then. Let's see. Maybe All For One told Shigi about Star, but advised against confronting him in the state, yet still said that if he wished to go, he would help him. Okay, maybe. I was right. Maybe this is a chance to make a statement, one for worldwide by defeating USA #1 hero. If he wants to strike Quirk to simply stop her, then All For One should go himself so as to keep Shigaraki safe and hidden. Instead, he reveals Shigaraki to the heroes. No, I agree, right? Like, I think he should have taken it right then and there. Storm stoked so much worry in All For One that he prioritized taking her out, then completing Shigi faster. Oh wait, you know, he might be able to just teleport Shigaraki out of there when everything is said and done, right? So if he can do that, then you don't really... like, again, it's a calculated risk at that point. But yo, White Despair, look at where All For One's hiding. And Toga looks to be wearing her same costume. And here's Shigaraki. You know... Oh, I missed your comment. Sorry, Ty. Let me look for it again. I gotta say, though, Shigaraki does not look that cool with the low-quality scans. He looks kind of lame. Let's see. Where are you, Ty? This can't be a test for Shigi. There's too much at stake for All For One to make a mistake here with his greatest asset. I don't think it's a test. I think it's a like right now I'm leaning toward it being a desperate play. It's like he might actually be like All For One might be feeling some pressure here. Yeah, Shigaraki looks so lame. He really does need some chapstick. That picture of him does not look good. I just see him like he looks borderline homeless, and he kind of looks really sickly. It looks kind of lame. I'm pretty sure in the actual scans it's gonna look cooler. Oh, that's a cool image of Star. Let's see. Let me see if I can find any more pictures here. Jason, the last comment I saw from you was is it shading from the hair? Is it shading from his hair? That's the last comment I saw. Looks like Shigaraki has a suit. Yeah, Shigaraki be missing them prosthetic fingers. I was gonna say, Shigaraki's rocking one of those Hillary Clinton suits. Yeah. Oh, it didn't post. Got you, Jason. So going off the image, it seems like there's actually two different comments. The spoilers made it seem like it was all Shigaraki talking. Oh, you thought... Wait, White Despair, you thought Shigaraki was saying stuff? I thought it was pretty clear it was All For One saying stuff. Like, the only time you have Shigaraki talking is at the end. You have 100% scarring. If Shigaraki loses the cape mid-fight, it'll be symbolic visual about All For One taking over. If Shigaraki loses... Let's see. As the cape reflects Shigaraki's destruction, is the cape the same as Overhaul's? I'm not watching the pictures. It just looks destroyed. It just looks like a destroyed cape. Let's see. If Shigaraki is up, then Deku must be rested and is probably using her to draw out Shigaraki or All For One. Oh, you're saying if it's been the 3 days. Jason said Shigaraki intercepting her at the moment might have to do with her quirk. Maybe she needs to be in contact with the ground to be the most powerful. Maybe. Like at the end of the day, she's able to anchor herself really well to that jet, right? So if we say like the power is related to anchoring, I can see why being on the ground would make her more powerful. Ah, AN683, that's how he gets you. You expect him to be living the high life, but no, he is literally underground because no one would ever look for him in an underground bunker. Going off the spoiler text alone. Also, like imagine All For One just sitting in front of Spinner the whole day, underneath his little lamps, just surrounded by Nomu, just talking and monologuing, just in his cave. You know, like that's kind of lame, right? Like if I was All For One, I'd be active. I'd be telling Spinner like, okay, Spinner, go away. I don't need to be sitting in front of you for 20 hours. Just go stand outside my door or something. Pretty funny. Ah, okay, I gotcha, White Despair. Nah, man. My clue in for it was him talking to Spinner and calling him a bodyguard. When he called Spinner a bodyguard, I thought it was like the whole time I was thinking it was All For One talking. That was just where my mind was going. So good that we're on Clarity. All For One has always been lame, scary but lame. He's an old man. Maybe the quirks works a small degree while she's on a plane, but not as much. Well, I think one thing that might be possible is that she can't fly. That's why she needs to be on the plane. Maybe she legitimately can't fly. Oh, well, no. Like, it does look like he's grooming Spinner to be the spokesperson or whatever else. There's no more pictures so far, but if we get any more pictures, I'll let you know. Right now, it looks like Endeavor might be the only one that's actually able to reach her, because he's flying at a really high speed. Yeah, Alex. Well, like, he's entertaining for sure. Like, I don't think you can take that away from him. All For One's very entertaining. Okay. Great. Yeah, this is probably my most successful run on this mode. Yeah, gotcha, White Despair. Yeah. Really interesting how like just one vestige can lead to wildly different interpretations. Okay, guys, this is a fight that we'll know for sure whether or not I've actually spent my time here doing something worthwhile. Come on. Let's see. Kind of would have wished for another one, actually. Uh-oh, I died. Dang it! I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Thanks, Jason. I hope it's pleasant too. She stresses me out a lot. Okay, let's see. I thought the spinner. Okay, no, I got that. I also say so because what you guys are saying about him having another pod. That game seems really lonely and with nothing in it. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's like a little generator and stuff, right? They got machinery in there, which is interesting. They were able to get a lot of machinery and they got food and stuff. Okay, let's see. Now I can't unsee Slender for one. Okay, new picture of thing. And yeah, guys, Star and Stripe has Wonder Woman bracer, starting to look like her just a bit for that. Or starting to like her just a bit for that. Cool, cool, cool. So going off this chapter, I might have actually been correct when I made that theory that Alpha 1 taking off the hand after the Tartarus breakout was him giving back control to Shigaraki. Taking the hand off after Tartarus breakout. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's wrong with buff woman? Nothing? Oh, you're referring to Kayla. Buff mommy milf is all I need. Yes, I know, Ty. Let's see. Star and Stripe has one. Okay, I got it. Got all the comments. Damn it. I really thought I was going to win that one. Should have been paying attention. Oh, good. They're gone. Okay, let's see. In the case Jackal makes you next. So guys, this is just part of the story. Do you remember that theory I made? I know it was a while ago. No, like I tried to remember a bunch of your theories, White Despair, but this one seems like it's like a symbolic kind of theory, so I don't have any memories of it. Nothing is wrong with... She's just extra buff to me. Let's see. So does Shigaraki have burn scars? I'm confused. I think we need to see the images in better quality before we can make that final... conclusion. Just because it's kind of hard to actually tell what's going on. Let's see. I'll try to... yes, please. And then, guys, we're pretty much going to end it here since we got to the end here, too. Oh, God, it's midnight. So, yeah, I'll probably call it in 10 minutes. Like, what would they have done if an assassin actually brought Izuku to him ahead of time? They don't seem to have enough stuff to contain him. The cave looks lame. Well, we have to assume there's more places to hold him, ideally. Oh, Gohan, what's the theory? He might also be in, like, loose clothing that's just, that looks like a suit, but it's actually, like, maybe hospital clothing kind of thing. Oh, Gohan, are you leaving? Wait, what did they say? But it seems to me that the serpent refers to Mobius. Yes. Okay, got it. So basically, we know Alpha 1 has greater control when Shigaraki feels intense hatred, and his hatred increases when he wears that hand. Also, when Alpha 1 takes control, Shigaraki's face is replaced by Alpha 1's face. Something about how Yuno keeps the newer book. And, good night, Animamus. And I'll put this on Discord for you to read. Oh, gotcha, Gohan. Looking at Star and Stripe now, I think she'll be okay in the fight. Even if she was to lose it, she'll do some damage to Shigaraki. Well, the fact that Shigaraki's out there, like, it makes me want to believe that this is going to be desperate. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, I already got that. Okay, cool. It's always a time. Let's see. There's not really anything else worth doing. Oh, I got a lot of stamina though. Probably just do this while I wait. Mei is greater than Bao. Maybe. I think I like Ball more. I don't like Mei's design that much, but I like Ball's design a lot more. Oh, oops, nope. Going off these facts, I found explained that after Tartar's break, last thing we saw All For One do was remove the hand while Shigaraki's face began to... Going off of this... Let's see. Dobby in a forest, I guess it's supposed to be symbolic. Maybe. He might just be outside the cave. Oh, it would be funny if that cave is actually near the place where the kids went to do their summer camp, and the only reason that the villains found them the first time was because they happened to be really close to one of All For One's bases, and he found them on the cameras. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh, that'd be super hilarious. Oh, fair enough, go on. Fair enough. I like Ball. Like, I mean, I like Mei currently as well in her, like in the current Elysian realm Mei, but yeah, I still like a bit more in Genshin. Okay, let's see. Made a half-joke serious here that All For One was returning control of the body to Shigaraki. Oh, I mean, that makes sense to me. Like, he's returning control at the moment. I mean, like, what does that really even matter? Like, I don't understand. Okay, Right Despair, I don't understand why you're making such a big deal of this, because in my opinion, I still think it's very likely that All For One is going to take back situational control when things get desperate. I mean, it seems like they have a pretty fluid relationship, so what does it matter if he lets Shigaraki rest every now and again, if he's ultimately still going to take Shigaraki over when Shigaraki does something stupid or isn't behaving the way he wants to? I mean, at the end of the day, even in this chapter, you have Shigaraki questioning whether or not he's really himself. So, I guess that's... I want to understand, why is that important that he gives back temporary control to Shigaraki? Like, I don't understand why that is significant enough to make a big note about it. That's what I want to understand here. Like, are you thinking that All For One will never take back control of Shigaraki? Or are you just saying this casually and I'm misreading the tone? Because that might be happening too. But otherwise, I explained it. Like, in terms of the symbolic gesture, I agree with you in that regard. You think All For One would have had money stored somewhere or a secret base just in case for situations like this? Japan's in chaos and he's living in caves. Could have kept the mansion and blow up the cave instead. I don't know. The cave might be a worthwhile secret base. At the end of the day, he had the time to put a throne in there. So it must be... You know what, actually? All For One's the Demon King. He might be more partial to caves. What if the cave is close to where Dobby died in the forest fire? Does that mean that Dobby was... Like, so that means Dobby was with All For One from the very beginning kind of thing? You know, you guys are really ragging on the cave, but I think the cave's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe it's like a boy's romance, but I think living in a cave would be pretty neat when you're off, when you're out and about camping in the wilderness. Like, if I went to like the Smoky Mountains, the idea of living in a cave for like a week, that's kind of like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You know, go to a cave, live in the cave for a while, do some rock climbing, go back to the cave. You know, maybe it's like a issue of sensibilities, but honestly, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's important because the majority of online theories has always been planning to take over Shigaraki's body and that he has zero intentions over ever returning control. Oh, okay. I mean, I think he's prepared to do that. I think if things go really badly for him, I think he's prepared to fully take control of Shigaraki's body if it comes down to it. But at the end of the day, he still needs Shigaraki's autonomy. Because Shigaraki's a hate factory, and that's ultimately what he needs to get his medium goal, or whatever he called it. I don't know who these characters are, but they're all talking. Anyway, White Despair, if that's the if that's why you're using it as a big point, then I understand better. I understand why you're drawing an issue with it, or not drawing an issue, why you're drawing significance from it. Well, we have discussed of a symbiotic of shared control in these stream. This is the only place I've ever seen such possibility discussed. Oh, okay. As far as everyone else's, yeah. When it comes to when it comes to My Hero Academia discussions, you guys are really one of the primary sources that I understand what everyone else is talking about. So that's probably why I can't understand sometimes when White Despair is voicing his frustrations, or like at least I need it to be a little bit more explained. Otherwise, it's pretty much the comment section and the live stream where I understand what's going on in the wider community. Ah, I should have downloaded the CG packages. Ah, excellent. Oof, my mistake. We're just seeing the good old text. Concerned, All for One is after, and this fact has long since been confirmed. Reject modern amenities, return to cave paintings. Yeah, alright, yeah. We received a message. Okay, no, let's see. Well, I kind of want to know who these are, so I'm just going to skip this. And then I'm just going to... Caves aren't cool, Trip. I remember playing the Game of Life board game, SpongeBob Edition, with my family, but the cave was the cheapest and worst home to live in. No, that's because you don't know how to make it cool. Yo, no, Ty, you don't know how to make it cool, man. A cave, like, to make a cave work, you need to put in effort, time, and a lot of spirit. Oh, Speed! Were you not here, man? We were talking about the spoilers the whole time. I was saying cave would be lame for someone as big as All for One. At least a cool underground base would be nice. But now thinking more, I think it's fitting, actually. Well, for me, it's like... he maybe doesn't have any more underground bunkers. You know what? The lights above it kind of make it look like they're in an abandoned mine. Nah, man. All for One slumming it, man. Like, that's energy right there. He's got good energy, just slumming it away. Oh, yeah. I remember that you were telling us about that, White Despair. Oh, you just fell asleep. Okay, Speed. Let me give you the spoilers real quick here, man. Let me just go through them real quick. So, this is a chapter where it starts with the illustration of Star and Stripe in her cape swaying in a determined pose. The chapter begins with All for One sitting on a throne surrounded by Nomu. He's in a cave. He says that they were able to hide thanks to the other jailbreakers causing chaos and hindering police investigations. He says that successfully escaping was a short-term goal, and getting one for all is the medium-term goal, which we all laughed at. Spinner is confused because he thought this was his ultimate goal, but All for One begins to say that throughout his long life he has always been waiting for a chance, and he thinks it's getting closer. All Might wiped out organizations in Japan, but the world still has many of them, and All for One has kept in contact with villains from multiple countries. We knew that from last chapter. What keeps them from coming together and destroying it all is a huge wall known as Star and Stripe, the world's strongest woman, the American hero. Then he says it's like a gamble. If she gets to them, All for One will be in trouble, but if they are able to steal her quirk, they will have no problem from then on. All for One then says that unlike other villains, Spinner has so far only acted as his bodyguard. But things are about to change because there is something only Spinner can do. Since he has a mutation quirk and has been discriminated for his whole life, many people can relate to him and are willing to follow him through the shadows. Next, we see a poster of Spinner himself pasted in the city, and on it is Spinner is our spokesperson. Some members of the Paranormal Liberation Front approach it and say that although Redestro's been captured, the seeds of liberation have been planted. We see Skeptic talking to them on the phone and asking them to gather soldiers in order to turn the League of Villains into the faces of liberation, as Destro wanted. We see some more posters saying the tragedy of Toga will keep repeating itself, and we see Toga. Focus shifts to Hawks and Genus. They're in the car talking about Star's arrival. They say that she's about to enter Japanese airspace, and as soon as she does, they intend to start discussing their strategies. However, they receive an unexpected call from Tsukachi. He says they received a call from Star, and she reported that approximately 50 kilometers from where she was supposed to land, he showed up, that being Shigaraki. There's a double spread that shows Shigaraki's hand, and Star comments that he must be a pretty free guy to come in and greet her so quickly. She then asks if he is the villain called All For One. And the last page is Shigaraki saying, "Who knows, I wonder who I am." There we go. Yeah, based off All For One style and clothes and presence, a cave is kind of lackluster. It's like Lex Luthor hiding out in a motel. An abandoned mineshaft would be cool. Yeah, I hope it's an abandoned mineshaft, because like caves can also be pretty dangerous. I just think these details are important because they disprove a lot of online statements I've seen through the past week. You're the only one I know who has proposed shared control as even a possibility. Yeah, no, it's like shared control. Like shared control seems reasonable if you want like a full personality meld, just because like if you get the personality meld, then you have All For One having more control, and you also keep Shigaraki's status as a hate battery kind of thing, right? That's the thing, is like the biggest thing to me is that you can't take away Shigaraki's autonomy, because All For One can't produce the amount of hate that Shigaraki can, and he needs that hate to get One For All. That's the fundamental thing. At the end of the day, you need Shigaraki to be able to get mad at stuff. So how are you going to do that if you take full control of the body? Now, mind you, again, if we're at like the last 5 chapters and Shigaraki gets redeemed at the last minute, 100% I think All For One's going to take over just because it's the last 5 chapters and he doesn't want Shigaraki to go be a chump, right? And I think when it comes to like final chapter shenanigans, a last minute takeover is completely within the realm of possibility, because we've seen it multiple times. And it's occurred to many people. Like we saw last minute takeover of Madara technically when Kaguya comes in. And it's not really a takeover, but you know, she pretty much eviscerated him. The better example would be like Tanjiro in Kimetsu having a last minute takeover by Muzen's influence and becoming like the true demon or whatever the logic was. It's stuff like that. Like last minute abrupt villainy, I guess is the best way to say it, is totally within... It totally is within reason, especially when you have like the shittiness of Shonen Jump in general. It seems reasonable to YouTube, however, most people I see online consider it 100% confirmed that All For One will never get Shigaraki any amount of control, which is why I consider these details important. Okay, understanding that, White Despair, that makes a lot more sense to me. So I'm sorry that I didn't value that theory as much at the beginning. But now I understand why you value it so much, and that makes sense to me, why you place importance on it. But yeah, like really, the Shigaraki takeover for me makes more sense the closer we are to the ending of the manga, just because that's when last-minute unpredictable maneuvers start happening. Okay, otherwise, guys, it is midnight, and I do have to be ready for tomorrow, so let's call it a night there. Seems My Hero Academia is getting Shonen Jump cover next week to celebrate the final act success or something. Oh, great! Also, let me just check the table of contents for Shonen Jump. Let's see what we got here. Is anything ending? No, Red Hood is at the bottom of the magazine still, along with Neru. Undead Unluck is in the bottom 3 as well. Who's at the top? One Piece, Hero Academia, Bokuto, Roboko. Great. Yozakura family, that's nice. But not really anything big up there. Otherwise, yeah, Red Hood pretty far down the bottom. Anyway, guys, let's start saying the good nights, and so I can go to sleep. Oh, starting to think All For One is just planning to leave a piece of him inside Shigaraki body if his body dies. Combine consciousness to create a true demon lord. Yeah, the symbiosis route, yeah. So, gonna say goodnight to Mr. Amon, Kayla, Sam, Ty, Speed, AN683, White Despair, Miguel, Chris, Poison. Goodnight, Poison. Robert. Oh, Robert. Goodnight, Robert. And White Despair, again, thank you for taking the time to explain your thought process. It helps me out quite a lot. Oh, goodnight, Sar. Good night, Sarge. Good night, Mark. Mark, keep up with the good fight. Love talking about caves. Yeah, me too. Good night, Speed. And yeah, see you guys next week. So, gonna end the stream in. Oh, good night, Viz. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, good night, Matt. Okay, don't think about it. Okay, but let me say goodnight now properly. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Till next time. Oh, I see White Despair here. Wait, no problem, Chip. You're the only one that takes time to listen to understand my post. Oh, yeah, I think you and the rest of the guys who are on here have great points, and I do want to try and listen to what points you guys bring up because you usually think about things in a different way than I do. Again, let's do it again. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Till next time, everybody.